Welcome to Chicago Jazz Live, small group jazz from the city of big shoulders. Performances drawn from Chicago's deep pool of extraordinary jazz talent in an intimate setting, recorded in front of a live audience. It's a house concert in a club, and I'm your host, Steve Rashid. This week we welcome pianist and composer Steve Million with his project called JazzWords, featuring the wonderful vocalist Sarah Marie Young and backed by a strong ensemble of Jim Galretto on the saxophone and flute, Eric Hochberg on the bass, and Juan Pastor on the drums. This group explores Steve Million's original compositions that display a wide range of stylistic influences. Well, we'll get into more of that later, but for now, let's join Steve Million and JazzWords on stage at Studio5 in Evanston, Illinois, for Chicago Jazz Live.
Taking some chances. I used to play back in the day at my romances. Now I am here drinking my beer and I'm just searching for an answer. I'm part of the fray, just wanna play. I ain't a poser. Watching you dance, I'll take a chance. Won't you come closer? Show me the way and I will pray that I will just keep my composure, at least for now. Heaven still wants a joy. ba dee da dum, dum ba ba dee da dum, dum da da dee da dum, dum da da dee da dum, dum ba ba dee da dum, dum ba dum la 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 da, ba 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 da dum, la ba ba da da ba ba da ba, da 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 dum da dum ba ba da ba be, ba ba be do dee da dee da da, ba ba be ba da da be da dee, ba da do da do da do da do da ba da da da, bum dum ba le dum de da dum, bum ba do da do da dee da dee da da. Nothing to lose, taking some chances. I used to play back in the day at bad romances. Now I am here drinking my beer and I'm just searching for an answer. I'm part of the fray, just wanna play, I ain't a poser. Watching you dance, I'll take a chance, won't you come closer? Show me the way and I will pray that I might just keep my composure at least for now. Heaven's the monk of joy.
All right. A little blues is always a good thing to start with. Sarah and I got together for a long time to put this project together, and I told her, I write some tunes. Okay, I'll come over and we'll work on them. That was it. So for about a year, we spent time doing that. This next tune is a tune that I wrote. It's kind of like growing up in a small town and sitting around with your friends and wondering what the hell you're going to do with your life. That's what this tune is about. It's based on the song The Missouri Waltz, but I call it the Misery Waltz.
The stars, they twinkled weak, and the moon was barely a sliver. to me and asked, is this our only task? I thought for a while and then sadly smiled. No, we have much more to do before we get to leave here. Our lives up to this point are not as useless as they may appear. Your purpose here is not really a mystery. Help me be rid of this misery down by the wide Missouri. I'm singing the blues till the morning light could help to make things seem right. At least we'll make it through one more night. The sun woke up, it found us sleeping by the riverside. Like two twitching pups, we dreamed of what could be on the other side. Nothing could prepare us for the lives that we dreamed about. What now seems real will lose its appeal. So we'll hang around for what will seem like an eternity until we live our dreams far away from the wide misery. What now seems like a prison to me, leaving behind all this misery down by the wide Missouri. I'm singing the blues till the morning light could help to make things seem right. At least we'll make it through one more night.
Yeah, we've all been there, right? We're glad to present this next tune, although this is a really sad tune, but it has happy chords.
It doesn't have like that.
It doesn't have a happy title. The title is Loss. One, two,
into an awful blur. Then you ran away to be free. you stumbled and you fell. It's too dark to see. Your life is your own, and now you're free, at least of me. And I say to you that you were the one. I needed no one else, but then you weren't gone far away, but with someone else, and then I felt the loss of our love from my heart, and it will never return. Was this love ever real, even at the start? I'll never know, but I yearn just to know the taste of love again. Still I have to undo the strings that keep me from being free of you. La 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 Was this love ever real, even at the start? first I have to undo the strings that keep me from being free of you. La 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 la. La 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 la
Thank you very much.
They say everything must change, and as summer gives way to fall, we have perhaps the most important pledge drive in WDCB's history coming up. Hi, this is WDCB station manager Dan Bindert. As a result of federal budget cuts that took place in July, WDCB is losing $140,000 in annual funding from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Going forward, WDCB will get zero funding from the federal government. That's a big change. It's entirely in your hands now. We're counting on you to help us bridge that gap. Our Fall Pledge Drive begins October 3rd, so now's the time to be as generous as you can. If you make an early bird donation, there's a special thank you gift, a 2-CD Miles Davis set, Miles 55. But this time, it's about more than just thank you gifts. Can you help? Pledge online today at WDCB.org. And we thank you sincerely for your support.
You're listening to Chicago Jazz Live, small group jazz from the city of Big Shoulders, featuring Chicago's great jazz musicians in a live, intimate setting. I'm your host, Steve Rashid. Our performances at Studio5 in Evanston, Illinois are recorded for these broadcasts, and if you'd like to learn about our upcoming events, visit studio5.dance for details. This week we welcome pianist and composer Steve Million with his project called JazzWords, featuring the wonderful vocalist Sarah Marie Young and backed by a strong ensemble of Jim Galretto on saxophone and flute, Eric Hochberg on the bass, and Juan Pastor on the drums. This group explores Steve Million's original compositions that display a wide range of stylistic influences. In 1988, Missouri native Steve Million moved to Chicago after becoming a semifinalist in the internationally renowned Thelonious Monk piano competition. Hear the influence? And he never looked back. He's a sought-after pianist in Chicago, and he's released numerous recordings under his own name, including his recent release, JazzWords. Each week on Chicago Jazz Live, I spend a little time on stage talking with our artists, and this week I knew that Steve Million had created these pieces, but had enlisted the help of his friend, vocalist Sarah Marie Young, as he worked through his material and prepared it for performance. So I was really curious about their process. Let's take a listen. This evening, I am so excited to have my dear friend Steve Million and Sarah Marie Young with JazzWords, a project of Steve's that, Steve, tell me a little bit about how long ago did you start this project?
When I was 12.
So just a couple years ago.
No, I honestly, I always wanted to write lyrics to songs, and then I got into jazz, and some of the music didn't seem like it was possible to write lyrics to some of the songs that I write, and, which is true. But I was always just loving, I grew up listening to Joni Mitchell and Bob Dylan and all, Jimi Hendrix and just so much. There was just a wealth of great lyrics. And then I got into the American Songbook, and there again, wealth of great lyrics. So it was just a goal of mine to eventually do this. And I was working with Sarah one night, and I mentioned this, and she goes, "Well, why don't I come over and we'll just work on some songs?"
I love that.
And that's how it happened.
So it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but as a consumer of this now, this evening, which has been absolutely delightful, it sounds to me like these are instrumental pieces initially, yes? Am I correct about that?
Yes, most of them, now that I've kind of gotten into this, there's a song we're going to play in the next set that actually kind of came with the words.
Oh,
right?
nice.
So it's starting to happen that way, but mostly I plug words into songs I've already written.
Oh, got it. Because I know with a lot of songwriters, those are the questions that always come up. What do you start with? The chords or the melody or the words? But it sounds to me, especially when you were talking about your process about writing lyrics to your songs, sounds like you were already writing music. And there's a longer history of you writing music than writing lyrics. Am I correct about that?
Yeah, but I have notes of myself in high school trying to write lyrics to songs. And I remember, in fact, I joked on the last gig we had that I was supposed to do a talent show in my high school with this girl, and she was going to sing my songs. I had written these songs, and it got canceled, and I got furious with the guy who canceled it. So furious, in fact, I got expelled from school for a week.
That level of furious.
So this is my coming back and doing it right. So
we are not going to cancel. We are not going to cancel the second set. Believe me, we are not going to get. But that brings me to you, my friend Sarah. These pieces they sound to me like instrumental pieces, beautiful melodies, but not easy melodies.
That's right.
Am I right?
Yes, they're challenging.
Yeah. So what's that process like, learning these?
Well, Steve is very generous with his time. So when we first were putting this together, it was definitely like, okay, well, I am going to shed this at home, but I also would like to get together with you and just play through them, as much preparation as I can get. And even then, if we haven't played them for a while, got to brush back up on it. And, just when I think it's in there, chances are it's not there anymore. So I got to get a refresher.
Yeah. They're hard. They're hard songs. I mean, beautiful and completely listenable, but clearly difficult. I mean, it's really you can tell that it's and it doesn't sound like it's an effort coming from the musicians. You can just hear that these are intricate melodies. And in fact, on a scalar level, are you drawing from I don't want to get too deep in the weeds here, but culturally other places? Or I mean, some of this stuff sounds like this not like standard Western music stuff. Am I right about that? Am I reading something?
Well, I definitely like all kind of music. So I mean, I would say that one of my biggest influences in singing would be Brazilian music, and hearing Elis Regina or all the great Brazilian melodies and some of those songs that those cats were writing in the 60s and were just like unbelievbly difficult songs.
Right,
I mean,
right.
and they had a lot of talk about intricacies.
Intricacies. Harmonically interesting and
just really. So I really got into that. Maybe that's coming somewhat from that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I love that I cannot tell. I mean, I can hear bits of influence. I can hear Monk, obviously, in the first piece you played, but I mean, I cannot really tell your influences. Sometimes I hear almost Randy Newman.
Yeah, well, I like that too.
Oh, good.
I really do. I love Randy Newman.
And Sarah, is it different for you singing like original stuff that is not known so widely, or is it?
Oh, like compared to singing like popular music?
Yeah.
It is and it isn't. I mean, I like to just dive into a song wherever it comes from and get in there and find out what the lyrics are about and I mean, even the challenging stuff, there's musical intuition there.
Yes.
That's why it's good songwriting, and I think that just spans across genres. I wouldn't necessarily separate it from the other music.
Well, I have to say it is certainly fun to hear new spins on material that we would all recognize, but then it's also really fun to hear something brand new that I don't know and just let it kind of hit me. I'm really having a blast. I'm having a really good time. And I think I'd like to leave it there, unless you guys have something else you'd like to say.
But one of the things I did want to say is getting together with Sarah was really helpful for me, and because I was writing lyrics, and I'm a terrible singer. I mean, I can't. I mean, I can sort of do it, but I was saying, one of the great values of getting together with her on a regular basis was that I would say, "Is that a singable line?" And she would say, "Yeah, this one's cool, maybe." So she would kind of give me my homework to find some way to say that's kind of can, roll off the tongue. Because remember we worked on that stuff. Yeah. And then we cut a lot of lyrics, too, that were just not happening,
Well, because stuff has to sound, in order for it to be storytelling, it really has to sound conversational on some level, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm having a blast, and I am so delighted you're here. And this fabulous band, I'm having a great time. So I just want to go sit in the audience and enjoy it more.
Okay.
So Steve Million, Sarah Marie Young, JazzWords.
Now we're going to do a couple of tunes. It's going to be a little medley. The first tune we're going to play is called My Explanation. And it better be good, right? So I wrote this tune like in the 70s or something. I mean, it's like one of my oldest songs, and I played it with every band I've ever been in. It's like always my thing. And then when I started getting together with Sarah, I decided I think I can write lyrics to this, So I did. And I don't know if the lyrics have anything to do with my explanation, but
These are some of my favorite lyrics of yours.
Really?
Yeah, I really dig them.
Okay, cool. So we're going to do that one, and then it leads into another tune that I wrote called Chi-Town, spelled S-H-Y. And I wrote the tune initially as an instrumental tune for Robert Chi, who I don't know if many of you know Robert, but knew Robert. Robert was a dear, sweet man and good friend of mine, so I wrote this tune for him. But then, this also became about all the musicians I've lost due to various problems or whatever. And, Robert was one of the people who just happened to pass on, right? So this tune is called Chi-Town, Protect the Flame. And the first tune is called My Explanation.
The flow of music, trappings of fame, swirling around us. Will they confound us? Protect the flame. There is no place to hide. Why are you running? Swallow your pride. Think what you're losing, then stop your boozing. Take what's inside. Life's lonely ride. What will you do when you see the end all dressed in black, and there you stand, waiting to be saved again? Your demons won't stop screaming. It really is this bad. Life is a wild horse that has gone mad. You've got to tame it and never blame it. Mustn't be sad to give up what you had. What will you do when you see the end all dressed in black, and there you stand, waiting to be saved again? Your demons won't stop screaming. It really is this bad. Life is a wild horse that has gone mad. You've got to tame it and never blame it. Mustn't be sad to give up what you had. Come to my town, ain't no shy town. When you're ready, make it steady. Come to my town, ain't no shy town.
Yeah, thank you very much.
The new WDCB app is here. It's an all-in-one mobile solution that lets you stream WDCB from your phone. You'll also get easy access to our jazz calendar, playlists, the archive, our donation page, and more. And it's free. Download it today in the App Store or go to WDCB.org and look for the banner.
Hi, this is Lily Kuzma inviting you to the Folk Festival for an eclectic mix of folk styles, Americana, and much more. It's a virtual festival experience that'll warm your evenings and delight your ears. Enter at the South Gate to visit Folk Festival, Tuesdays from 8 to 11 p.m. here on 90.9 FM, WDCB, and WDCB.org.
Oh, I want you to love me like it's 1945.
This is Chicago Jazz Live, small group jazz from the city of Big Shoulders, featuring Chicago's great jazz musicians in a live, intimate setting. I'm your host, Steve Rashid. Our shows are recorded at Studio5 in Evanston, Illinois, and you can find out more about our upcoming events at studio5.dance. This week we welcome pianist and composer Steve Million with his project called JazzWords, which features vocalist Sarah Marie Young and instrumentalists Jim Galretto on saxophone and flute, Eric Hochberg on the bass, and Juan Pastor on the drums. The ensemble is exploring Steve Million's original compositions that he released on a recent recording called JazzWords. So let's go back to the stage to hear more from Steve Million. Steve will introduce this next one for Chicago Jazz Live.
So I have a couple of little kids, and one of them's mad because I'm not playing her song tonight. This is the one I wrote for Nika, who is now 14, soon to be 40. I was going to say 15, but, you know, who's counting? We're all having fun. Anyway, this is called Nika's Changes. And we give the drummer some on this one.
See those changes every day. Sometimes I close my eyes and pray I can help you understand. You'll need a pen to lend a hand. I'll help you play with the band. Trust me, we're all on this beach, toes in the same sand. The rain falls down on our heads. We run and we hide away, praying for sunny days. But not you, you're the one who stays and faces skyward with a look in your eyes that says, I'll never ever be afraid of the rain. Your refrain that you'll sing forevermore. Take see those changes every day. Sometimes I close my eyes and pray I can help you understand. You'll need a plan, I'll lend a hand. I'll help you play with the band. Trust me, we're all on this beach, toes in the same sand. The rain falls down on our heads. We run and we hide away, praying for sunny days. But not you, you're the one who stays and faces skyward with a look in your eyes that says, I'll never ever be afraid of the rain. Your refrain that you'll sing
Go, Nika. This is a song, this is a little more different, but in some ways it's the same. This is, I seem to like the term river wide. I noticed I used it in that other song, right? I have that term. Well, this song is called River Wide, and my father-in-law passed away a couple of years ago, and my wife's Japanese, so I attended the funeral, which was a Buddhist funeral, and it was very inspiring to me. And I came right home and wrote this. Actually, I attended it on Zoom because it was in pandemic time. So I just walked right to the piano afterwards and wrote this song. And this is the song where the lyrics and everything just kind of came out all at the same time. So this is called River Wide, and it's about the Buddhist kind of the death mythology, I guess, of Buddhism.
You've gone away, but still you stay. Our hearts are full with a deep love for you. Your soul is free. You paid the fee. Take you away. The winds sigh as it whispers goodbye. Suns in Okawa, suns in someday we'll walk with you somewhere on the other side. And when we walk with you, we'll have crossed that river wide so peace can truly soar.
You've been listening to Chicago Jazz Live, this week featuring pianist and composer Steve Million in his project called JazzWords, with vocalist Sarah Marie Young and instrumentalists Jim Galretto on saxophone and flute, Eric Hochberg on the bass, and Juan Pastor on the drums. Chicago Jazz Live was created by Steve Rashid, that's me, and is produced in partnership with WDCB, Chicago's home for jazz. Our show is recorded by Sam Fishkin, mixed by Woodside Avenue Music Productions in Evanston, Illinois, and is distributed through PRX, Public Radio Exchange. If you'd like to learn more about our upcoming events, visit studio5.dance for details. studio5.dance. As always, stay safe, be well, and thanks very much for listening.
Someday we'll walk with you somewhere on the other side. And when we'll walk with you, we'll cross that river wide, so deep, so strange and mysterious. The flowers of fall cover the shore. Earthly woes are no more. Here our peace can truly